And for the first time in a while, Portugal actually getting the first pick of the round, but that's going to be even out really quickly. Neo pushes mid door, kills Ezo. There's a 4 versus 4, and ESC once again with a good idea of
walking out mid.
where Depths is going. They're going to be executing long here in a second, where Pasha is right now on top of A, and he's going to peek long with an op. Kuben with 2 kills.
Pasha with the last.
And Pasha and Taz finished their round. It's going to make it 10-1 on the arguably much easier side of Dust 2.
I think in this tournament we've actually seen it be a pretty CT-sided map. From the maps I've seen at least, I think most teams have actually won on the CT.
Yeah, I think so, but at the same time, we haven't really had those top teams play it.
Yeah.
A lot of it has been like a stronger team playing against a weaker team. And, I mean, I guess that wouldn't even... I guess it shouldn't still be that one-sided, but clearly teams are in good shape here.
Yeah, I just think lately the map has been a little bit less T-sided than it normally has.
Yeah.
I think if you get a good start on Dust 2 CT now, it's a lot easier to get rounds than it used to be. But at the same time, if you lose the CT pistol and stuff, you can still get in that huge 13-2.
I think a big part of that is that people have learned when to be aggressive and how to be aggressive, and they know that when they're up when they are up in numbers and they have money, they can take risks, and that makes it really hard to play against. Whereas when you're losing, a lot of teams just don't want to take the risk of doing something aggressive. And here, Taz gets the first kill, Pasha gets another, Lord with 1 as well, make it 2. And Taz is the last guy off. And Portugal really hasn't even had a chance at winning a round in a while. I mean, they keep having these rounds where they'll get the first kill, maybe 2 kills, but then that's it.
Yep, Neo opping. I don't know if he was last round, but he is now. Takes out 1. Pasha gets another one. The guys are fighting it long. They probably should back off here.
Depths actually gotten into the bomb site now for a change. I'm not sure if they're going to get the bomb down.
Pasha's
Lord kills Kesnet. It's going to be a 5-on-2 situation.
Yeah, takes out 1. Pasha,
And no, they're not going to be getting the bomb down, and it's going to make it a 12-1 scoreline for the Poles here.
Yeah, this is basically map for ESC. I mean, Portugal's really got to step their game up. I mean, they don't necessarily have to win this match.
It doesn't really look like they have what it takes here.
Yeah. I mean, Portugal should try to get a couple rounds, maybe win CT pistol. Neo takes 1 out, Cat. Flash is going off. Neo digs the guy completely blind. Neo's so blind on Cat. Teammates running off. Lord gets dinked by Galil.
Jockey's already on top of the A side. Cross from long. Gets a nice shot on the Neo through the box. Lord is killing Cat, but he's pretty low on health. Gets taken out as well. But unfortunately for Depths, Ezo's actually in T-spawn with the bomb.
Oh, Taz actually missing the first guy and killing the second. Ezo's going towards B. If Cuban gets lucky here, he could kill him, but I think he's going to get taken out at mid by Kesnet. He's kind of just holding the cross. Oh.
Yep. It's going to make it 12-2. And while we're at it, Entity has beaten Next in another one of these round of 16 matches, 69 on Tuscan, which I believe is their pick. Isahara, the French team, took down the Singaporeans, Indonesians, Executioners, 69 on Dust 2. And Fire Nation from, I believe, Azerbaijan took down IGG from Romania, 16-11 on Nuke. So those are the results so far in the other matchups.
Cuban just opping the catwalk. They have like 3 ops, and Lord is actually opping too, so you know that this is pretty much garbage time for ESC. Neo just going aggressive off Cat with the Deagle. I mean, they're really not showing anyone respect in this match. And like we said, it's really annoying to play high-skilled people that are just kind of running around with ops and like not caring, even though it looks like, well, they're not even trying. Well, it gets even harder when you're losing like this, and they start doing that.
Yeah. So that makes it 13-2. First half score for ESC. Looks like Rome and Darky not switching sides. Probably taking their little break before starting in the second half. Now, if you're devs, do you even consider, like, are you still gonna put in your 110% for this map, or are you already kind of checked out and just focusing on the next one?
I think it's probably one of those things that they'll probably play. If they get pistol, they'll probably they'll probably keep playing and trying, but they're not going to be giving it their heart, like giving it all they have, you know. Maybe if they go up like 6-0, they might be like, "Oh, yo guys, maybe we can do this," you know. But like, I think they have to go up pretty big before they start trying really hard.
Yeah. So that could actually be good for them in a sense, because they know they have nothing to lose, which always lets you play, not necessarily more recklessly, but it gives you that little extra, well, you know you can just take risks. Like, you're not going to be afraid of losing a round because of it, because you know you have nothing to lose, so you can just kind of just do random stuff, and sometimes that's really hard to play with. I mean, to an extent, like, that in a way is kind of what ESC was doing, even though their aggros were probably planned.
So they're all on the same team now. Should be going live pretty soon. Yep. Level 3 comes up. Well, if Portugal wants any chance in this game, they really have to win this pistol.
Lord has a nade, drops a USP in the hands of Neo. Seems like a good idea.
Yeah. They could give it to Cuban, but...
Devs overstacking A here. Looks like they have one person playing B and 4 on top of the A bomb side.
Yeah, and he's just kind of spotting mid. Just,
Pasha's already walked out of long, so he already knows no one is playing long for the CTs.
Yeah, I think Rome is going to be jump spotting it.
And Pasha makes his way into pit.
Rome is actually playing a pretty weird spot for a pistol. He's just kind of sitting behind this green box.
I don't think they were expecting anyone to go long.
Yeah.
Or like pit.
Pasha's
So it
still
looks
waiting
like
at the corner.
ESC is going to split up A. I mean, it is a good idea knowing they have long and no one's there. They think TFC is playing in cat, which they're not actually. So they're actually gonna get hit by this stack on top of A as they execute here, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, Neo gets gooshed. Nade's coming off by ESC. Brilliant pistol round by them. Pasha pretty much has no chance going long. He's got to go back to catwalk for any sort of chance of this round.
Yeah, well, only person hit up at all for the CTs is Darky, and he has 75. So I really don't see Pasha having a chance in this round, but we'll see. Gets the bomb.
He doesn't even take the USP that's right there. And there we go. It's one.
Gets one frag. Make it 2.
Oh!
Oh, he gooshes the third guy. I don't think he's gonna have time though. He gets full blinded there.
He's just planning. Oh, he almost got that bomb down.
Yeah, that would have been big for them. Could have actually dropped AKs.
Yeah.
If the guy in rail had been lit up at all by his teammates, he would have actually killed him with that headshot, and he would have been able to get the bomb down on time. ESC on a buy round, however, they have bought deagles and armors.
Yeah, pistol round's a really easy round to win a 1v1 in A if you plant for a cat. You can kind of just go back there, and you have no fear of getting spammed through that box or anything. Looks like ESC just, you know, full deegs.
Gonna be going through tunnels here just to clear that. Just taking it slow right now, pretty much just trying to figure out where Depths is playing and where they want to go. Looks like DZT is actually going to be pushing out of long, so if he does that, that would actually be big for the CTs. I do think someone's actually still spotting it right now. That is Pasha, but he leaves.
Neo's going back to him.
Neo's going to be going for long.
Oh, he pushed it out.
That's a nice shot by Neo, but terrible timing for DZT to push out, and they're going to get wrapped on now by Neo jumping in pit, and that could really be trouble. There, Neo with a second kill. Neo just wrapping long, gets his third kill of the round. That was just a terrible push by DCT there.
He had a decent spot if he just held for Neo. I think he
No,
probably
he
would have
probably
killed
would have
him.
killed Neo if he just held, but bad time to push. Enzo takes out Taz, and it's a 2 versus 3 in favor of the Poles. Neo in a very good spot here to get his 4th kill of the round. Gets smoked out by his teammate, a little unlucky there. Pasha in a 1v1 right now. And
He
there's
does
not a
have
lot of
100
time on the
HP
bomb.
versus 42 though. 21 on this guy. I mean, he's probably, yeah.
Yep. And it's going to be yet another round.
And that's like the worst possible scenario that you know, Portugal could have had. They're now super broke for these next 2 rounds. They can't even force if they wanted to.
Yep, and basically